Hello, and welcome to The Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that, even though it didn't get quite as many votes as it was hoping for in the primaries, refuses to withdraw from the race, no matter how many times they tell me to. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Legendary S.H.I.E.L.D. from Upper Deck. Legendary S.H.I.E.L.D. from Upper Deck is the latest expansion to your Legendary game. It features those kooky agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as they attempt to defeat the evil machinations of Hydra. Now, the game comes with all sorts of new cards and goodies, but first of all, it's got some important keywords. First of all, you've got Undercover. Essentially, this allows you to place a card undercover in your victory pile. Now, if you place one of your S.H.I.E.L.D. cards in your victory pile, this is going to essentially up your S.H.I.E.L.D. level. Now, your S.H.I.E.L.D. level is important because certain game effects will say if your S.H.I.E.L.D. level is this, you can do that. So you want a lot of those cards undercover. Now, if you place a card undercover, you can still use whatever recruit or attack abilities are on that card before you place it undercover. Now, you also have Hydra levels, so when you're going ahead and defeating those Hydra villains, you can go ahead and place them inside your victory pile, and that also elevates your Hydra level. That, too, will be important during the game. The game also comes with new S.H.I.E.L.D. officers. Now, before you just, of course, had the Maria Hill pile, which was face up, but now you've got a bunch more different kinds of officers. And what's interesting about these officers is they have classes. Of course, they have the different icons on there which can trigger different effects on your cards. So now you mix those in with the traditional Maria Hill officer cards, and you place that face down on the officer stack, and you can go ahead and add that to all of your games. Now, one thing that's very cool here is Masterminds. You don't just have a single Mastermind. Rather, you have two sets of Mastermind tactics cards that have an adaptability, meaning they change from one Mastermind to another. For instance, one of the Mastermind sets has, Baron von Zemo, but then he can suddenly change to Red Skull. So you've got these kind of adapting Masterminds that change who they are and change kind of the way the game is played. Different Master Strikes affect it differently. Very interesting. Now, you have 4 new heroes in this game. Of course, you have Agent Phil Coulson, you have Deathlock, you have Mockingbird, and you have Quake. Coulson's most expensive card is a cost of 8. It has 4+ attack. It reads, during any player's turn, when another agent hero, S.H.I.E.L.D. hero, is put in the KO pile, you may discard this card to send that hero undercover in your victory pile instead. If you do, draw 3 cards. S.H.I.E.L.D. level 8, you get +4 attack. Quake's most expensive card is a cost of 7. It is a 0+ attack, and it reads, you may send a S.H.I.E.L.D. hero from the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack undercover. Then, for each S.H.I.E.L.D. level you have up to 5, choose a hero from the HQ, put all those heroes on the bottom of the hero deck, and you get their total printed attack value. Mockingbird's most expensive card is a cost of 7. It's got Recruit 0+ and Attack 0+. It reads, draw a card, send 2 cards from the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack undercover. Then you get +1 Recruit and +1 Attack for each 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. levels you have. And finally, Deathlock's most expensive card is a cost of 8. It's got a 0+ Recruit and a 5 Attack. It reads, you may send a S.H.I.E.L.D. hero from your discard pile undercover, and at S.H.I.E.L.D. level 3, you get the total printed Recruit of all S.H.I.E.L.D. heroes in your victory pile. And of course, you get 4 new schemes with this set as well. You have Hydra. This setup has 11 twists on 1 through 9. You can choose one of these. You can say, I'd never abandon S.H.I.E.L.D. and you can't fight this turn. Or you can whisper Hydra and you can't recruit this turn and add a villain. A villain will capture a bystander. On twist 10, evil wins. You've got S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Hydra War. This setup has 7 twists. You include either the Hydra Elite or the AIM Hydra Offshoot villain group, but not both. Your twist, when a twist comes up, each player puts a card from the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack face up next to the scheme and a 3-attack double agent villain. If any double agents were already there, put one into the escape pile and put the rest in the bottom of the S.H.I.E.L.D. officer stack. You can fight any double agent next to the scheme or to gain it or to send it undercover. Now, evil wins when the Hydra level is 11. You've got Secret Empire of Betrayal. This has 11 twists. You randomly pick 5 cards that cost 5 or less from an additional hero. You shuffle them to form a Dark Loyalty deck. Now the twist is you shuffle this twist into the Dark Loyalty deck as a Vicious Betrayal, then reveal the top card of that deck. If it's a hero, you gain it. If it's a Vicious Betrayal, put it next to the scheme, and each other player gains a wound. Evil wins when there are 6 Vicious Betrayals next to the scheme. And finally, there's Hydra Helicarriers Hunt Heroes. HHHH. This game has 8 twists, and you add an extra hero. Now, with a twist, you stack the twist next to the scheme. Then for each twist stacked there, you choose a different hero class to a maximum of 5. You KO each hero from the HQ that has any of those hero classes. Evil wins when there are 18 non-gray heroes in the KO pile. So again, you've also got the new Hydra villains. You've got some really fun and interesting things going on here. This is another great set. I really like the new officers. That's something I think that's been a long time coming. I'm frankly amazed they haven't had more officers in this set for a long, long time. So that's pretty cool. I like the undercover stuff with the levels. That's pretty interesting. I don't think it's like amazing, but it's fun to play with. It's interesting. But I do like the adapting Masterminds. I think that is very cool, how you're fighting one Mastermind, you get him, and then boom, you're fighting somebody else. And of course, that can change out depending on some of the Master Strikes will do it, or Scheme Twister stuff. It's cool the way that changes, and I like that aspect a lot. All told, I really like this expansion, this Agents expansion. I think this is a solid addition to your Legendary game system. Recommendation for the Discriminating Gamer for Legendary Agents is buy it. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. We are The Discriminating Gamer, and I'd like to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to remind you that The Discriminating Gamer endorses no political candidate for president. And indeed, if you're not too happy with anybody you're seeing there, go ahead and feel free to write in my name in November. I know I could do a better job than any of those clowns. Free board games for everybody!
Somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
What I have done for the English language, Cody has done for board game reviews. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark, but nothing is rotten with Cody.